Hi, collective. It's Shana. I'm about to sneeze. It went away. Archangel Michael, I ask that you preside over this reading. I ask that you protect me and my collective as we channel, transmute, and harmonize the energy for the highest good. Ashe, Ashe collective. Collective, we will be using the Illuminati Oracle, a tool for discerning truth in conspiracy, okay? This is going to be a quick, the timeline shift, okay? I think that's what we called it. Timeline shift, the timeline shift collective, okay? We have 3 questions. All right. Current frequency of the collective field. What is it, Archangel Michael? Just one. All right. Thank you. Question number 2. Where we're headed if nothing shifts, okay? Where are we headed, Archangel Michael? As a collective. Collective, I don't know if I'm talking loud enough. All right, thank you. One more. What could shift the timeline in our favor? Okay. Presuming that it's currently not in our favor, okay? And it doesn't appear to be that way. I said appear now. Okay. So apparently the odds are against us. Show me. What is that question again? What could shift the timeline in our favor? All right. Financial crisis in the reverse. We have financial disaster in the 12 rays, 12 days. Okay. We'll look at this as the mystery. All right. So what could shift it is that if we can avert a financial disaster, collective. Okay. Something like that. All right. First question. Current frequency of the collective field. Okay. Where are we? What are we feeling? This is like the pulse, okay? Show me the energetic pulse. Yeah, this is where we are, collective. Sadly to say. And we walked into our own trap. I mean, a trap that was set for us, okay? It says surveillance state. The state of surveillance is tightening its grip, using data as a means of control. Cultivate practices of digital discretion and be mindful of the information you share, collective. Yes. All right. That's very important, okay? Because I just recently learned that I had a situation where someone was wearing a wire, collective, okay? All right. All right, so but we're being watched all the time, collective. We have to assume this. And it's unfortunate, collective, but this is the state. It's like a state of emergency, collective. Why are they watching people obsessively like this? Who is this? Okay, who are these people? Why are they watching the people? We know it's not for good, okay? So this is the current state, collective. We're under a state of surveillance. There's no privacy. Okay, and we have weirdos, obsessive weirdos that are watching us for nefarious reasons. Archangel Michael, let's get one on this. And let's keep this one as the mystery, okay? Why are they watching us? and they don't want to be seen, like the hands behind the clock. All right, let's see. They're watching us because, collective, change of power. All right, so I feel like they know what's coming, okay? They want to hold on to power. Okay, they know that the energy's changing. The people are changing, okay? The people are different than the people from the past, okay? There's a new generation. There's a new spirit that's coming in, a new form of life, so to speak, amongst the people, collective. And there's some sort of energy that's being brought in with the lightning there, okay? Like a resurgence, okay? In the people. All right, but it says authority is changing hands. This could also be because they want to switch it over to the one world order, right? But it says authority is changing hands, yet power rarely shifts without resistance, okay? Expect turbulence as one influence gives way to another. This is a pivotal moment. So they're watching because they know there's a great change that's about to happen, collective, okay? I see something about gold. Okay, so I'm getting like a new day is on the horizon. And they want to keep it all dark and gray like this. Like the night, collective, okay? They want to keep us in the old mindset of the old world. They don't want us to go into a new, brighter reality, okay? But I feel like this is coming from the Creator, okay? And it's hitting that dome or whatever that is, okay? I'm getting Frankenstein too, collective, okay? All right, let's go. So this is the current situation. We're being watched, collective, okay? All right, next question. Where are we headed if nothing shifts, collective? We could all go into the loony bin. People watching you all day long, collective. Weaponized fear. Of course that would create fear. Okay, so maybe this is a part of it. Maybe this is the purpose of these gang stalking programs, okay? Whatever you want to call them. Is to keep people gripped in fear. You're all being watched. Okay? The problem is that we're separately in our own little spaces, in our own lives, in fear, collective. Why don't we get together and talk about this instead of pretending as if it does not exist? Gang stalking is real, collective. So they're watching us in order to keep us in a state of fear so that we remain paralyzed, okay? And they can change power easily, collective. Take your power from you and make it even darker than it was before, okay? In the world. All right, but if we don't do anything, this is where we're headed, okay? Weaponized fear. Fear is a weapon, and right now, it's aimed directly at the collective mind. Recognize the difference between genuine caution and engineered panic, okay? So it'll put us in a state of mind where they can just create any scenario that will create chaos and that will lead to their plan of taking over the world, collective, okay? All right, so you decide which signal to amplify. Don't allow people to pull your strings, all right? We're about to close it. What could shift the timeline in our favor? Number one, if we don't lose our minds, right? And we don't allow fear to rule us, right? Chains. See those chains around the world? Okay, I don't know if you can see it. Okay? Fear. It keeps us repressed. Okay? But if we can avert this financial crisis, collective, we can change things in our favor. Okay? We don't control the money. Okay? So, but maybe they're saying, even if they take the money and do something strange with it, right? Take it from us. Maybe we can have a system in place where we can still operate and function like a community, right? I don't know, some sort of bartering or something in the meantime until we figure it out, okay? Or maybe they're going to avert this financial crisis altogether, Okay, I don't know. There's something we have to do though. But there's something about this gold, collective. Okay, something about gold. Maybe this speaks of like the new body or something. Okay, because in the other one, the body was dipped in gold. Okay. All right, but it says the global financial system teeters on the edge of collapse. Wealth and stability are shifting, but real value is found not in money, but in your connections, skills, and inner resources. So I feel like that's what we're going to need to have to work on in order to survive a financial crisis, okay? Our connections, our skills, and our resources. And what's a better resource than people, collective? Working together, okay? Not fearful people. All right, but let's get it. So, yeah, we're being watched, okay? They want to take over. They want to take away our brand new beginning, okay? We're headed, if nothing shifts, we're going to be trapped in fear, collective, a whole planet of fearful people, okay? And in order to shift it, we got to figure out this money thing. They have us trapped. Like, I don't know, collective, like rats, scouring and scounging for money, okay? Fiat currency is what I'm getting, fiat currency, okay? So we've been hoodwinked, collective, okay? Mystery card one and only. Control collapse. So they're trying to collapse the finances, collective, so that they can change the hands of government. Okay, confirmation, my stomach, okay? And they're using fear as a weapon, okay? And fear initiated by surveillance. Maybe they're watching as well because they like to pay people to put magic all over the people, collective. Sprinkle magic all over the land. Look at that. It's like some sort of rays or something. Magic dust, collective, okay? Control collapse. When structures fall in a pattern too precise to be coincidence, it may not be decay. It may be demolition, collective. Okay? The blueprint for the new world is often drawn in the rubble of the old. I'm getting 911 too, collective. Okay? Control collapse. All right, collective. So just be on the lookout. And like they said, trust no one, collective. Because they might come in with a wire on you, okay? All right, collective. Like it if you like it.